Alright, what is up guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back for another video. Today's video, we're going to have some fun. I want to go through and rank a bunch of different pre-workout methods. This is going to be focused purely on the drink side of things, anything people like promote as a pre-workout. So we're talking coffee, we're talking pre-workout, we're talking energy drinks, stuff along those lines. So we're going to get right into that. We're going to get into the gym. This is obviously not all going to be filmed over the span of the next week. This is going to take a little while to record. Put my window up to see if it takes out the beeping of that truck backing up. Alright, so let's get into it. Alright, first up, I don't know if you could really call it a pre-workout. I'm sure there's some masochists that this is all they drink in the gym. But to me, it's more of a control. We have water. Now, I don't want to lug around this big-ass jug with me in the gym. So, we're going to be rocking my... Fun fact, this is actually my first ever shaker. As you can see, it's almost empty. There was creatine in this, but I dumped that into my coffee this morning instead. But yeah, this was my first ever shaker that I ever bought when I got into the gym. Still got it kicking around. It's also my go-to meat day shaker. It's one of those Smart Shake ones with the screw-on compartments on the bottom, which I don't have with me right now. But they're great for keeping candy and stuff in on meat days, so this is actually a real nice shaker for that. Anyway, I'm just yapping about the fact, trying to distract myself from the fact that I'm going into the gym right now with nothing in my body. Now, obviously, this would be different for some people depending on when you train in the day. But one control I'm going to keep throughout this video is it has to be an after-work workout. I mean, because obviously I could have done water on Saturday morning when I train with Kev. When I'm just waking up, and it would have had a completely different effect. So my one control is I'm going to be coming to the gym the same time every day. It's obviously not going to be the same workout every day, because if not, that would just take so long to record this. But I am going to be coming to the gym the same time every day, so that will be my after work sessions. So right now it is currently 4:50. We're getting ready to head in and do some legs, which is great because the only thing I have to fuel me through this leg day is water. But when I was planning this video out, I said I'll start with water and I'll start it on a leg day because my leg days actually don't have any powerlifting in them. They are just purely a leg accessory day. So I figured this was the safest time to not have anything to boost my energy. So we're going to go in, we're going to do the best we can with what we got, which is just water. Oh guys, I almost forgot to take my pre-workout to get my energy. It's water. It's not even good water. It's like piss warm. It's been sitting in my jug, that big jug. It's been sitting in that all day. So I should probably actually go get cold water. We're gonna wrap up a couple more sets on this. Do some more legs. Alright, so that's that done. I mean, honestly, I expected worse. Definitely could have been better. It's water. I didn't get any boost energy, any like more focus, didn't dial me in, didn't do anything. It's just some hydration during the workout. But water is important, and drinking water during your workout is important. So because of that, I'm going to throw it in B tier, C tier, somewhere in between the two. Alright, on to the next. Alright, next up on our pre-workout list, we have standard old pre-workout. This is Jacked Factory's Sour Peach Ring. One of my favorites pre-workouts, Peach-Ring just tends to be one of my favorite flavors. This is like a favorite brand, so this inevitably ends up being one of my favorite pre-workouts. So we're gonna give that a go for today. You know, do the same thing. We'll have our workout, we'll test it, we'll see how it goes, throw some clips in. Today is a class day, so this is a scoop and a half as opposed to a scoop. On class days, I usually take anywhere between a scoop and a half to 2 scoops, depending on what the load is. Probably should have done 2 scoops, but you know, here we are, because we're already in the parking lot and the pre-workout's home. Today, like I said, it's class day. We have some top 4s on deadlifts, some bench, and then some back accessories. So we're gonna get in, we'll get that started, and we'll see how we feel after this pre-workout. Alright guys, so that's another session done. Great session, a lot of hard training, but most importantly, had the pre-workout fare. It was great, kept energy through the entire workout. Petered out a little bit in accessories, but I mean, I've also been here 2 hours and 45 minutes. But it got me through the powerlifting, which is the main thing. Most people aren't in the gym that late unless you're a powerlifter. And if you're a powerlifter, you pretty much get your pre-workout figured out. But yeah, solid session. So I'd put pre-workout at S. I think it's a great supplement to take. I think it's the basic of basics, and you find a flavor that works. You tailor it to your workout. You dose it properly. You don't need it every day. Sometimes you need a little more on your heavy sessions. Like I've been debating, I know I did accessories yesterday, leg accessories yesterday. There's just a couple minutes ago for you guys. I've been debating taking my pre-workout out of that session just because it's so unnecessary. Same as Saturday morning sessions. Depending on when I wake up, I'm debating cutting it from that session as well, just to try and back off my usage of it, because it is something you could get used to, and like most of these pre-workout methods, like the other couple you're going to see in the video, it is important to take a tolerance break from caffeine when you can. A great time I like to take tolerance breaks is just after competing. The couple weeks leading up to a competition, I like to peter it out. Competition, I'll take some, obviously. And then the couple weeks, 2, 3, 4 weeks after, I like to try and avoid using it. You're slowly coming back to the gym anyway, but also just not using it to let your body have that, not resistance, but you know what I mean? Like you're not as used to it, so it allows it to be a little bit more effective. But that was a big enough yap session. Let's get into the next pre-workout method. Show me. It is once again that time. Time for another pre-workout. Also, haircut since I recorded the last one. Next up on the pre-workout list, we got the classic. Is it gonna focus? The classic White Ultra Monster, the greatest thing that God ever created. But that's not what you guys came here for. You guys came here for this, for the pre-workout. So, you know how it goes. We're gonna drink this, we're gonna have our workout, we're gonna come back, we're gonna talk about it after. Monster. For me, with my long ass arms, I can pretty much put the crease of my elbow on the outside of the pad, and then just treat it like you have the handles in your hand. stop, same as if you would, as if they were there. And you get a good squeeze. All right, and that was the monster fueled workout done. Honestly, it went great. I'm just a monster guy in general. It actually fueled me just as much as I find pre-workout does, which is kind of surprising. I wasn't expecting that. Because while I just said I am a monster guy, I don't drink monsters at the gym. I'm purely a pre-workout guy, but I could be convinced to switch to that. Kept me up, kept me going, kept me through the squats. Missed a re-rack and almost died, but hey. And then the chest accessories all moved good. Gotta say, monster, I'd put that A tier. It was a solid pre-workout, and let's get on to the next.
What you might not expect is where you'll find it.
Alright guys, so we are on to our next pre-workout. Bit of a change in attire, bit of a change in scenery. It's like 3 weeks since I started filming this video, but obviously went to Toronto, had some other videos to come out between now and then. So we're heading out to get the next pre-workout now. It's been a little while since I filmed any of this video, but we're back on track with this video. We're heading out to get the next pre-workout, which for today's workout, we are trying out coffee as a pre-workout. So let's head out and get that picked up.
Hi, welcome to McDonald's here for this code today.
Not today, nope.
What can I get for you?
Could I get a medium coffee with 2 milk and 2 sweetener, please?
Medium coffee, 2 milk, 2 sweetener.
Yes, that's everything.
Sure, anything else for you?
Nope, that's everything.
I can do everything here.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Have a good one.
You too. Yo, I forgot Monopoly was on. Hold up, we're gonna have to pull up and see if we got anything on Monopoly. Coffee time. Yep. They got my coffee, right? So, let's see what we got out of the Monopoly. Then we're gonna drink this, and then we're gonna head into the gym. We got... Haha! That's almost hilarious to get while I'm recording a video. We got... Well, that's stuck on my nail. Is that blood? Might be blood. We got Miles Canyon. You know, it's just hilarious for me to pull. And Lake Louise. I'm not playing Monopoly this year. I'm not spending that much money on takeout, but I'll keep them in my car in case someone else needs them. Anyway, I'm gonna drink this coffee and then we're gonna head into the gym. So that workout's done. Coffee was really well, actually. Kept me nice and energized, like I'd expect coffee to. Didn't get any of the focus or anything you get out of pre-workouts, but I think I'm just a little scatterbrained today anyway, for whatever reason. I just feel really foggy mentally today, so I'm not going to hold the caffeine to that one. A solid pre-workout though. I'd give it like an A. It was great until it wasn't. And I trained legs on a day I had coffee, and we all know where coffee ends up. So that part wasn't great. And that's why I'm putting it in A. Did I just finish the Dynamax battle without even looking? I did. Grinding away at Go a little bit, because this is obviously going to date when some things were recorded in this video. But the XP rebalance happens tonight, so I'm trying to get the last bit of XP I can. Anyway, on to the next pre-workout.
Good afternoon, Mr. Wick. It's been a long time. I'd like it tasting.
Alright, so next up on our pre-workout tour, we have pre-workout again. So this is actually the Jack Factory Wick mode. This is their like tier 2 pre-workout, I guess. It's labeled as a better pre-workout than Nitro. This is the Baba Yaga Blue Raspberry flavor. We are going to drink this up and we are going to head in. Today is Wednesday, meaning it's class day. And you know what? If this can hold up to this, what I have to face today, I'll be impressed. So we're going to drink this, we're going to head in, and we're going to get started. Alright, that hands down, that's getting an easy S. As you guys seen by the clips, it was a long and intense day of training. It is currently 2.5 hours later and I still feel alright. We had a lot of training, so gotta say, the Wick mode did exactly what I asked it to do and it got me through today's workout. Focus felt great, energy felt great, I gotta say. Big fan of this pre-workout. Not enough to switch off of my regular Nitro because Nitro is cheaper. But definitely always going to have a bottle of this at the ready to keep on standby for heavier days like today. So I gotta say, it was really good. I'm going to give that an S without a doubt. And now on to our last option.
Ethan, my Rice Krispies are top. Man, they're excited.
Alright, and final stop on our pre-workout tour is a trend that I'm only just now getting on. Bloat bowl trend. So I'm going to give this a try. So we got 30 grams of Rice Krispies. We got our peanut butter chocolate. Oh, don't make a mess in your car, Leonard. Our chocolate peanut butter cup limitless pharma. And to my understanding, there are so many things happening right now. Just throw a bunch of water in this till it makes the right consistency. So I'm going off of the video I seen from former Fat Guy Fitness for this, so I'm just like eyeballing the consistency he had, which I do believe was something around this consistency. Again, that might not be right, but it's what we're going with. So that's a serving of protein and an eyeballed amount of water going into our bowl of Rice Krispies, which we are then going to mix up. Maybe I should have used a little more water, but I'm not pouring water directly into my Rice Krispies. Kind of looks right. So this is our Rice Krispie, peanut butter Rice Krispie bloat bowl. So we're gonna down this, and then we're gonna head in for some squats. Not bad. So that went surprisingly well. It sit a little heavier on my stomach than I normally like pre-workouts too, obviously, because normally they're liquids. But I still think it was pretty good amount of energy. I mean, Rice Krispies are just a good carb source, and the taste is really flexible in what you do with it, because it all depends on your cereal and protein. I'm gonna give it an A, but a high A, obviously just because of the potential it has. So that's gonna conclude it. We're gonna do a little conclusion. Alright guys, that's going to call it for this video. I just wanted to give you guys a little pre-workout ranking, just so you know you don't have to go out and spend money on these supplements. If you don't want to spend money on these supplements, you can go out and find something that works for you. As long as it gets you energy and gets you through your workout, whatever you find that does that the best, works best for you, just use that. This was just a fun little video I've been thinking about recording for a while. I wanted to put together. Here is the final tier list of where everything fell. Hope you guys enjoyed. Next week I had so many videos to record next weekend, so I don't know which one's actually coming out first, but pretty jam-packed next weekend of recording videos. So I will see you guys when the time comes.